It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got Desmond Ridder. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Throwing right away is Winston. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Fielded just inside the 30. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 10 carries, 51 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Well, it's second down, right back to Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Falcons had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
try and throw for it here. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here at 1st and 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
2nd and 10. Winston. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Kamara trying again. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring zero, 3 play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The first down throw for Winston. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not quite.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
And they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they 2 straight, and remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vital. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now back to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Guaranteed they approach this part with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jameis to throw it.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Again, it's Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. So,
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta offense set to go once more.
And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 40-50 that time.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Call that one from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back to throw here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a toss, Kamara left side. He finds some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Winston. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Nice. Down, he located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. After a break down the middle. And then that's it scored 17-0.
Now Pinion with a kickoff launch following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Holding, eating team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he's got room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 26. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blow that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Richie Grant in on the tackle. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hold for him, ends up picking up nice yardage.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 30 here. The offense on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. He's got his man, London, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Ritter's throw complete. This is London. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, there's London. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a second down throw from the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go through with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
158 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
The offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Saints, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.